Hey, it's your girl Kelly from Black Girl Happy Planner, hopping on with another edition of my Gen X Journalist, where I go, kind of deep into some Gen X history and things like that, because I love Gen X and I'm not going to let y'all come for us. We have lots of history that spans across, the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and into the 2000s, because guess what? We invented that. You know what? So, just wanted to share that with y'all, remind y'all of the impact of Gen X. And I'm going to continue to remind you of the impact of Gen X, because we created most of what you young people enjoy today. So, anywho, I wanted to visit the topic of children's TV show theme songs, especially since we had so many premiere back in the day, especially back in the 70s. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I work at an elementary school, and this one particular TV show theme song keeps popping in my head that has nothing to do with Generation X. It's the Baby Shark theme song. It's Baby Shark, 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 Shark. Don't ask me why. I think some of my kids were listening to it in school one day or something. I don't know. But periodically, that theme song pops in my head, and it's very annoying. So I thought, hey, why don't I share with my people on TikTok what, some theme song, just memories. Some of my favorite children's TV shows back in the day were Schoolhouse Rock, which came on Saturday mornings. Y'all remember Schoolhouse Rock? That was the show that taught you a lot. One of my favorite Schoolhouse Rock episodes was Conjunction Junction, What's Your Function? And please don't front like that was not your favorite, because he sang Conjunction Junction, What's Your Function? Guess what? That was the jam. And guess what? We learned all about conjunctions. All right? So that was classic. And that was genius for them to come up with ways to take learning phonics and learning all about English and writing and things like that and putting them into theme songs. That was genius, what they did. And Schoolhouse Rock, for the record, ran from 1973 for 7 seasons. So it started the year I was born, and then it ran for 7 seasons. That was genius. On Saturday mornings, to get kids to sit, we only had the 3 channels to watch cartoons on back in the day. We didn't have all this Cartoon Network and all this stuff and Nickelodeon, all that. That was not a part of Generation X. I mean, it came probably at the end, but when we were like becoming teenagers. But yeah, Schoolhouse Rock was it on Saturday mornings. And then you went into your, you got a little bit of education. Then you went into your regular cartoons like Scooby-Doo and all that stuff. So that was genius. Another one of my favorite children's shows was Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Come on, don't front like you didn't like it. Loved Mr. Rogers, loved his theme song. To this day, when I get home from school, I change from my school clothes, my work clothes, into my play clothes and my sweater. I always put on a sweater when I get home, just like Mr. Rogers did. Come on, don't front. So yeah, that's something that's a very childhood memory that I love and remember quite a bit. And so I really appreciated Mr. Rogers and all the things he tried to teach us about being nice to people. Come on. Some of y'all may need to go back and review some of those episodes. I'm just saying, Gen X, come on. We got to be nice to people. And then my last shout out of a children's theme song or children's show that was one of my favorites from back in the day was, of course, Sesame Street, which ran from 1969 for 54 seasons. And it's still on. And I think the original one may have stopped and then they restarted it. I think HBO or somebody rebought the rights to it. But I believe it still runs on PBS. But Sesame Street was the bomb. Okay, please do not, and an honorable mention to Electric Company, because Electric Company ran one of my favorite educational segments, which was how to count to 12. Come on, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. Come on. I was a master at counting to 12 when I saw that, and you should have been too. Okay, again, if you need to go back and review some of these things, please do, because those shows were the bomb, and those shows really helped shape who we were in the 1970s and 1980s for Generation X. We know how to write, we know how to read, and Reading Rainbow, shout out to Reading Rainbow. That came along later, and I really didn't watch it because I knew how to read by that time. But I think Reading Rainbow was one of those with LeVar Burton. That's how he got his claim to fame. One of those that came along and helped a lot of kids out. So just wanted to give a quick shout out to children's television shows that helped educate us and shape us, especially those in Generation X. Shout out to my Generation X peeps, those of us who know how to conjugate verbs, those of us who know how to read and write and use our vocabulary. And I always gotta also shout out hip-hop. Hip-hop artists, especially from back in the day, we knew how to use our vocabulary. We knew how to use our words. And hip-hop artists, if you go back and listen to hip-hop artists from back in the day, they use their words very clearly. Unlike some of these today, I'm not going to mention any names, but I can't understand most of what some of these rappers today be saying. I'm just saying. But the rappers from back in the day, if you go back and listen to the classic rap artists, that's what they did. All right, peace. Have a great day.